So while you're in school, I mean, how you paying your bills, man? What are you doing?
I was homeless pretty much. Just sleeping at friends' house here and there. Spending the night with this girl over there at this girl's house, and um, just going to school every day. And I'd shower here, and I'd eat dinner with this family over here, and then that's pretty much how I survived.
How the hell did you pay for school?
I got student loans actually, and then I had my food stamps. I was on welfare and for the state of Florida because I was living in my car. So I'd eat on my bridge card every day, my food stamp card. I would go to Publix and I'd buy, subs or whatever. And, you know, but
Crazy,
yeah,
man.
that's how I was eating. And then I don't know, like I was just like, I think I was one of my hustles I had, I was selling there was these women's menstrual pills that you could buy and they had little butterflies on them. And I used to put them in I used to go buy little dime baggies from the bodega down in like Miami Beach, with the little marijuana, whatever, on
Yeah.
like the little pill bag. And I'd stuff them. I'd hang out outside the nightclubs in South Beach and I would sell them all night long.
Sell
You know what I
counterfeits.
mean? Oh yeah. And these idiots are so drunk. They don't know they take them and someday they'd hit me up for more sometimes. And I'm like, okay, well, so yeah, I'd make, 300-400 bucks over a
So
weekend,
you
and
were
that would
selling
last me, gas money, and I would get a hotel room and shit during the week
you were selling
sometimes.
you were selling guys menstrual pills?
Women's menstrual pills, yeah.
There's probably some dudes walking around with tits right now because of you.
All the estrogen.
There's some guy at the
That's
Fountain Blue
funny.
wearing a bra. It's like, yeah, thanks to John Boseak.
Yeah.
So you just, bro, just trying to stay alive, bro, just hustling, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Like if like anything anybody could put me up on, I was just willing to try.
Did you ever sell drugs? Like really sell drugs,
Uh
like real drugs?
no, I never no, 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 no. I never moved any weight. I would sell a little bit of cocaine here and there in Miami because that's just what everybody does. You know what I mean? Like I would call this if I was looking for weed, I would call 10 people and 8 of them would have coke and 2 would have weed. You know what I mean? So it was like I'd buy like an ounce of cocaine and I would like bag it up or whatever and sell it. But it wasn't like this was years ago. You know what I mean? It was just like
What
when I was
years?
a kid.
What
Like I said, I never moved any weight or anything.
what years are we talking about? These years when you're in college, roughly. I mean, I know.
I graduated high school '03, and I went and enrolled immediately. So this is probably between '04 and '06,
So
like '03,
the early
'04,
two
'05,
thousands.
something like
Okay,
that.
the early 2000s. You're just kind of hustling, going to school. Do you ever finish school? Do you eventually finish?
Yeah, yeah. I graduated high school, got my high school diploma, and I got my associate's degree from the Art Institute. Yeah.
So when do you start going down this crazy path? I mean, when do
Yeah.
you decide to cross over, and when do you see the opportunity?
At every end and at the end of every graduating class in the Art Institute, they have like a job fair. And it's where prospective employers come and they scout out, okay, these kids are getting ready to graduate. So you bring your portfolio of everything you've been working on for the past 2 years. And it's like, you walk through and they got little booths set up for their companies. And I went to several different booths. And like a week later, one of the guys called me back and called me down to his shop for an interview. And they owned a local print shop in Miami. They did flyers, T-shirts, they did screen printing, they did vehicle wraps, they did all that shit. And he hired me as his lead graphic design artist with a crazy fucking salary. I mean, unheard of salary.
Just right out of
Just
college.
right out of college, hired me right away.
Do you remember what he offered you? Do you mind sharing?
Yeah, I believe it would be a year.
Out of college, that's phenomenal, bro.
Yeah, 80 grand a
You're
year.
lucky
And
if
I
you
was like,
get.
oh,
You're lucky if you
and that
get.
was salary, you know what I mean? So I wasn't like an hourly worker or anything. Like I just, I mean, they worked the shit out of me. And I was their lead graphic designer. I did everything at that place, but it was like, I'm making good money. I'm living in Miami. I got a nice apartment on Brickell downtown. You know what I mean? I'm doing all right. I'm
I
doing
made
good.
30,000 out of college, but I quit my job 6 months later. I said, this shit. I mean, they gave you almost 3 times, bro, what an average college student gets out of college, bro.
Yeah.
And then you're in Brickell. Brickell's chilling. I mean, it's still a great place to party. I love Brickell. I
Yeah.
go there all the time.
Yeah. I was having fun, man. And then literally one morning, I remember this. We show up for work one morning, and the feds were there. Whole place closed down.